What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this super simple home plate flag. I've gotten a couple requests to make this, so I finally got around to making it. If you guys have any other video requests, I'd love to hear them, and I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is get our stripes cut. So I just got 3 8-foot 1x2s here, and I'll also be using these for the frame. But for right now, we're just going to cut 7 of them at 8.5 inches and 5 of them at 17 inches. All right, so now that we got those stripes cut, next thing that we got to do is cut the union. So I'll be cutting this 8.5 inches wide. So you could use a piece of 1x10. I just have some 1x12 here, so I'm just going to use this. So I'm going to cut it at 8.5 wide, and then I'm going to pull the measurement right here of what these stripes add up to be. And for me, I got 10.25. And the reason I'm measuring that is because these are supposed to be 1.5 inches, but if they were 1.5 inches, then that should be 10.5 inches. So that way, if you measure it, then it should line up good with the top and the bottom. So I'm going to cut it at 10.25 by 8.5. Those, I went ahead and also sanded just a little bit of a rounded edge on these, just as some added detail. I think it'll look nice. But now that we're done with that, we're just gonna go ahead and torch them. So I like to go for a little bit of a darker torch around the edges and then go a little bit lighter in the middle. But obviously you're free to torch them however you'd like to. All right, so now that we're done torching those, as you can see, I didn't quite go all the way to the end on some of these lower ones because we are going to be coming down at an angle here, so it's not as important. But now we are ready to stain. So for my colors, I got the blue is navy blue. This is Varathane water-based wood stain, and it's the tinted stain, and it is from Home Depot. For my red, I got Scarlet. This stuff is from Lowe's. It's the Minwax water-based wood stain, and this is also like the tintable base. And then last up, I have white. This stuff is also from Home Depot, and this stuff is just tinted in the white. And I'll be using a rag to stain. And for my red and blue, usually I'll do 3 coats of those, and for my white, usually I'll do 3 or 4. And then obviously for the red and white, the top will be red, and you'll just alternate every other one going down. And then I'll also stain just a little bit inside these edges, just in case the boards don't line up perfect. Then you won't see any bare wood inside there, you'll just see stain. So that will just help to make it look a little bit cleaner. But we're gonna go ahead and just get these stained. We got these stained up. I went ahead and gave them some time to dry, and then now we're gonna go ahead and get the stars put on. So I got my stencil here, and I'll just be using some of this satin white spray paint. And I also have some of this Easy Tack, and this is just gonna help to get them a little bit cleaner. So what you do is just spray this on the back, spray a nice coat of it, and then give it 60 seconds to dry, and then you'll just stick it on there. And then I'm actually gonna cover up the last row of stars that won't be complete As you can see, I'm gonna have some partials here. I'm just gonna cover those up so that we just have complete stars. And then I'll put some tape around the edges to make sure that we don't get any white spray paint on the face of this. And then I'll spray paint my stars on there, pull it off. And then to clean up this glue stuff, I'll just be using mineral spirits. And then after you're done using this, if you just hold the can upside down and spray it, then it will clear out the nozzle so that it doesn't get plugged up. But we're gonna go ahead and get these stars sprayed on there. I did like 3 lighter coats on it just to try and help from anything bleeding. Now we can go ahead and pull this up. And as you can see, they come out pretty clean. And then like I said, to clean up this sticky stuff on the back, I just use mineral spirits and a rag. But now we can just go ahead and let this dry. And then once it's dry, we can go ahead and get them all put together. And then also, once this stuff dries, I'm gonna quickly put a coat of this sealer over the face of it, and that'll just help to keep it clean, because when we put it together, we gotta flip it over onto its face. And then with the sealer on there, it'll just help to make sure that these don't smudge, or the wood doesn't smudge or anything like that. All right, so I got that all sealed up and I gave it some time to dry. So now we're gonna get it all put together, and I'll be using 1x3 for this. So I'm gonna cut one piece of 1x3 at 17 inches, and then I'll cut 2 pieces at 14 inches. And then we can get everything flipped over. And what I'm gonna do is just throw my clamps on this just to get these boards snug together. And then I'll be putting the 17-inch one right in the middle, and I'm gonna put it right in the middle of this seam. And then my 2 other ones, I will put them 3 inches off of either side, and then I'll just line them up at the top. And then I'll lay a bead of glue on the back of these. And then I'll be using my 18 gauge brad nailer with 1¼ inch nails. And then I'll just be putting 3 per stripe. And then obviously on this seam, I'll just put some in either side. And then over here, I'll just kind of spread them out. And I think my piece right here might be a little bit bowed in the middle. So I might just put some 1¼ inch screws in there just to try and suck that so that it'll be flat. But we'll just go ahead, get this all glued and nailed together. And then also, before you nail it, make sure that these are all tight to the union, just so that there's no gaps in between there. We got that all glued and nailed. Now we can get it flipped back over. And then from here, we just got to get our angles marked out. So to mark this out, I'm going to measure from the middle of the top, and I'm going to make a mark at 17 inches. We're going to make this one at the standard home plate size. So it'll be 17 inches by 17 inches. So we'll go 17 inches down, make a mark, and then that'll be the very bottom. And then we're gonna measure to the middle of that, so it'll be 8½ inches, or you can just put a line straight down the middle and then mark it. And then on either side, we're gonna mark 8½ inches down. And then from those points, we'll just make a straight line to where these 2 marks are. And then those will be our 2 angles. So I think it'll come up a little bit into the union on this side and then a little bit into this stripe. And when you're making your marks, try to make them nice and light so that they aren't visible, or that they won't be visible once we're done cutting. But we can go ahead and get that marked out. Marked out. Like I said, we got 17 inches down here, and then we got another mark straight down from the union. Then our 2 sides are at 8.5, just like that. And you can cut this however you'd like to, but I'm just gonna throw some green tape on it and cut it with my jigsaw. Real quick is just lightly torch over these edges down here since they're cut, just to help them match the other edges that we have. I don't know how safe it is to be torching stained wood, so I do recommend wearing a respirator when you're doing this. But I'm just gonna quickly do that, and then we can go ahead and start on the frame. All right, so for the frame, I'm just gonna be using 1x2, and for the corners, we'll have a 45, a 45, and a 45 at the bottom. And then for these 2 side corners, those should be 22.5. And I'm gonna be painting my frame black, just because I think it looks good with the red, white, and blue. But obviously, if you wanna paint yours a different color, that's totally fine. Or if you just wanna leave it wood color, you can do that. So I'm gonna go ahead, get these measured and cut out, and then I'll go ahead and paint them. And then to put them on, I'll just be nailing it into the stripes and into the side of the union, and then that way it'll give some of these smaller pieces a little bit of extra support. Down there. As you can see, I actually just left it wood color because I thought it looked pretty good, and I've actually never done a frame with just the plain wood color, so I figured I would try it out, and I really like how it looks. So the last thing we got to do is I'm going to put one more coat of my sealer over the whole thing, and then over the frame as well. And then on the back, I'm going to be putting in some hangers, and I'll just put these on these 2 side backer strips, and I'll just measure 2.5 inches down, and then that's where I'll put the top screw, and then I'll just center them. Like all finished up. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you guys have any other video recommendations, I would love to hear them. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and please have a great day.